morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? Good. Your delay is not a denial. Amen. Man, you know, when I read that theme, I was so inspired because that's almost the story of my life. It's crazy. So since I was 5 years old, I wanted to be an attorney. And growing up in the hood, growing up being raised by a single mother on a fixed income in the projects, there were very few prospects that I could look to for motivation and encouragement. I didn't know a lot of attorneys. No one in my family had obtained a bachelor's degree, and no males had ever done really anything of any significance. And so I was blessed to have an opportunity to try to pursue something greater, to try to break some generational curses, because I believed that my delay was not a denial. When I came here to Brevard, I came here and I took a job as a public defender, working at the public defender's office out in Titusville first and then in Vieira. And on February 1st, first day of Black History Month, 2017, I was fired from my job for wearing a tie that said Black Lives Matter on it. I see some reactions by a couple people in the room. Some people might think that's a little bit ridiculous, that I might value the lives of people that look like me. I thought that was pretty ridiculous too. But nonetheless, the journey that I had been on to become an attorney, the desires that I had to be some community leader were delayed on that moment. On February the 1st, I was set back. I found myself at 27 years old without an income. I found myself depressed. I found myself down on myself. And it took a little time. But now I'm in the best place I've ever been in my life, and God is good, and I can't thank him enough. The fact of the matter is, you have to get rid of those delays that try to set you back, because the delay is meant to do a few things to you. One, delay is meant to depress you. See, when you face depression, the things about you that make you you are things that begin to take a back seat. The singing that I had been doing, I just didn't feel as motivated to do it. The community service that I had been doing, the mentoring that I had been doing, I found it harder to motivate myself to get out of bed and go to do those things. I found myself in a depressed state. And when I found myself in that state, not only did I suffer, but the people around me that I serviced, the kids that I mentored, the schools that I went to and offered motivational speeches to, the people that I led praise and worship and ushered in the spirit for at my church, they suffered as a result of the depressed state that I allowed myself to be in. Listen, your delay is not denial. And if you want to get rid of that delay, don't be depressed. Don't allow yourself to sit down in a place of depression and deprive the world of what it is that you have to offer. Is that all right? Can we do that? All right, let's kill that depression. Secondly, your delay is meant to distract you. Your delay is not only meant to depress you, but it's meant to distract you. See, there are a lot of things that I need to be doing in this community, because there are a lot of young people that look up to me. There are a lot of young people that need a positive example. There are a lot of people that need my services even in the courtroom. And so I can't afford to be distracted. But for a little time, I found myself distracted from my goals and from my vision and from my purpose. I found myself spending time worrying about how I was going to get back at the racist man that fired me from my position. I thought about pursuing a lawsuit. I thought about being in newspapers and doing interviews. And I thought about all the things that I could do to make sure that not only he suffered for what he did, but to make sure that I made a point. And when I came to, because you know, every now and then we all get beside ourselves, right? When I came to, I realized that was but a distraction to where I needed to be. See, every moment that I spent worrying about him was another moment that I wasn't working on my own vision. Every moment that I spent worrying about him was another moment that I was not following my dreams. Every moment that I spent concerning myself with that man who was not thinking the least bit about me was just a delay and a distraction from my goals and dreams that are meant to uplift not just me, but my community. Don't be distracted today. Your delay is not a denial. Don't be depressed and kill that distraction in your life. And thirdly, your delay is meant to derail you. I'm done. I got all three of my points. Thirdly, finally, am I at 8 minutes yet? I'm close. Your delay is meant to derail you. Your delay is meant to completely take you off that path. Ever since I was 5 years old, I wanted to be an attorney, not just because I wanted to put on a fancy suit and look good in the courtroom and speak real proper and nice, but I wanted to be an attorney because I wanted to be an advocate for people that cannot advocate on their own. I wanted to be the voice for the voiceless people in society. I wanted to be the person to stand boldly in the defense of people that need it the most. And I am so thankful. I am so thankful. You know, I get to stuttering when I get excited. I am so thankful that a little thing like being fired from my job didn't derail me from my dreams. As a matter of fact, I was fired on February 1st, 2017, from a job that gave me full benefits and a salary of about $44,000. By February 3rd, I started my own business, Edmond Law. And today, I am on track to triple my salary in 2017. God is good. But it's not just about that little money now. It's not just about that little money. See, even though I'm on track to triple that salary, I have more free time than I'd ever had. And so I'm on the board for Emma Jewell Charter Academy. And so I'm in Brevard County schools teaching young men how to tie ties. And so I'm a choir director at my church. And so I'm an entertainer. And so I speak. And so I sing. And so I am following that dream. And I am doing the things that I should be doing. Don't be distracted. Don't be depressed. Don't be derailed. Get about your business. For your delay is not a denial. Thank you, and I love you.